Hey, I'm the WanderingNewbie, and it's time for more Record Keeper. Today, we have the FF14 event on Azure Wings, the introduction of Cid Garlamede. Or, Garloid? I think it's like Garloid or something like that. He's a Garlean. That guy. What's up? We finally have a full team of Cids. You can do that if you want. Cid brings a lot to the table, but more on that later. For now, we have the boss rush to get into first. Surprising lack of primals in the bonus fights this time around. We're starting off with 1,000 Maws, so that's the Corel, O9 and Griphias, or however you say half these words. Co-Mesmites. Well, his BSB is really good in that it can give you a stacking fire imperil, or at least he fire imperils off of one of his commands. I don't know exactly how it works, but this Garland, which accurate, this Cid comes with support, Machinists, you know, your usual thing. And just really wants to get up on in it. Oh, also the fact that he can use swords. Either way, in this fight, it is mainly physical, so we want our physical mitigation. And on top of that, you can slow the first boss, and possibly the second boss too. I'll try it. And there are a lot of ads, so bring a little bit of AoE. God, they are really doing this now, like every fucking time. Hey, Philip, how you doing? Nothing too good on the bottoms, so I'll just grab Phil. I may have to go through my roaming warriors at some point in this stream, but like more so, because I was going through it yesterday. I was burning a bit of mithril on the orb dungeon, and I noticed I have a lot of roaming warriors that I would never use now. So I guess people got some drops and decided to change the roaming warriors around. So I'll probably have to cut some people, and then I will have to. Yeah, let's number it that way. I can't find the dash key. I cannot find the dash. There we go. Okay. I'm trying to remember what Minfilius thing is, but I'm pretty sure it is like a good buff. We will see at the end. Again, this is as with most situations. I don't look at the banners super a lot ahead of time. Usually only if somebody asks me to. Attack mag, res, 30% haste auto. That's alright. That's okay. That does fucking work. Holy crap, actually. That's actually really, really good if you're going up against a magic using boss. Again, doesn't get you the commands, like an Onion Knight burst, but it gives you that extra resistance buff. If you have your own local Onion Knight or any sort of buff like that, that's a nice bit of synergy right there. So, 1000 Maw. Corel Ninetales is pretty standard boss. Only does physicals. And I think when you lower it to about half health, it calls in friends. Thankfully, you can slow it, which really kind of just stops it right in its tracks. Yeah, Mug Time is a great choice for this. I didn't bring it because I was utilizing a Steel Power Thieves' Revenge, so I'm going to keep that going. Speaking of which, just in case. I want it to be known that I purposely did not equip 6-star weapons, because I'm like, let's see if we can make these fights last a little bit longer. But yeah, as you can see, with a slow enabled, the boss really doesn't move. And it's okay. So, we got the Scorpion up next. He pretty much has the same gimmick, except at some point, its tail becomes targetable. And when the tail becomes targetable, you do want to just hit it once. Or not hit it once, kill it. That's the complete opposite of hit it once. But you want to do that because it will stop it from using... what's it called? It's big moves. Once again, I know the boss is slowable. Now I'm going to focus on targeting the boss just because if I don't, when the ads spawn, then some attacks may go to the ads instead of the boss. Just to make sure that we aim for that. Yeah, this boss is going to be dead. Those two bottom ones are out of sync, and that bothers me. But they are multi-target bosses, so their health is a bit lower than standard, so they do just kind of fall apart real quickly. Speaking of multi-target bosses, Hawk Manor with Lady Amandine. So Amandine being like your first sort of in 14 boss that was like, I summon lots of things and they have mechanics, so they sort of try and replicate that here. Shumi will summon a number of ads over the course of the fight. Lamps, bombs, an Ahriman, and a Succubus. She also does Void Fire and Void Thundaga. Fire is AoE, Thundaga is a single target. When she targets somebody if you defend, it cancels out the spell. However, like a lot of these bosses, you can slow her and kind of keep her from doing a lot. Now, you do not want to just expressly ignore the ads in this fight, because said ads will explode if you don't take them out. As a matter of fact, I believe if you do too much damage to Amandine, the bombs might just spawn and then explode automatically. So you do have to slow your roll a bit on this one. Now, this boss is almost entirely magic based. So a Shelga magic breakdown, School Break, will help you out a lot. Thank you for the follow. Ah, good. Alerts are actually working. I was having a bit of a problem earlier with them. Alright, let's see if I just destroy myself by using one Thief's Revenge and a Magic Break. Alright, we have Void Lamp, and we're safe for now. That was maybe the wrong choice, using that. Let's see if we push too hard. Alright, so they're the bombs. And they have not exploded. And hopefully Mega Player just takes them out. Huh. Oh. I progressed the boss into the next phase. Yeah, okay. Whatever, let's just end this fight. Also, yeah, congratulations on the dollar pool ley lines. That's extremely strong. Obviously, if you're low enough level where these mechanics matter, you won't be DPSing as fast. And if you're high enough level where the mechanics don't matter, you could probably take the hits. Luckily, there's no condition for killing the bombs first or anything like that. Is Stardust Rod good? Is that the good one? I say into the void. Is that good? There he is. The good boy. Oh, it's in a nice. Nice. Fang of the Serpent burst so... Huh. Oh, it's a stacking break. Okay, cool. Stacked up to 4 levels. Cool. Where was I? Here I was. Okay, Stone Vigil. Oh, I didn't show off the boss. The boss is Izgebind. Izgebind comes with its ice attacks, ability to move out of melee range, and paralyze and sap on sheet of ice. That's really the scariest things it does. No elemental weakness this time, though it can be blind and poisoned. So, keep that in mind. Hey, Kusami Blue. Izgebind's only the triple plus. If you, well, you say they need to introduce a new 14 boss? Well, maybe they will. Anywho, Sid is making a showing in this fight to utilize some guns. Thancred will... Well, actually, Thancred can equip bows. It might not be a bad idea to sort by attack, descending, and slap a bow on this boy. Bow on this boy. Boy bow. There are more interesting primal fights, I can tell you that. 100%. There we go. Now you can shoot from back row. And hell, Sid, you're going to be shooting from back row too. Minfilia, can you equip ranged weapons? No, you can't. Okay. Everybody else is fine. So the boss is entirely physical. Ooh, I didn't do the one thing I did actually want to do. Completely slipped my mind. I wanted to put a paralyze resist on Y'shtola. So, we got Ultra Cure for any paralyzes, and Alphanod will be using Back Row Sid with a sword using Machinist abilities, which are ranged attacks. So, Blind Shell. These are both ranged attacks, so he'll be fine in the back row. I mean, want to just find a good boy for this? Oh, there was one. There we go. Pretty soon, Japan, I think what they were doing with this event, because there's not too much new in this one, was they were building, somebody was back there doing assets, because the next event is entirely Heavensward, apparently. So that will be a bunch of new assets. Which is just, it's really confusing too, because like, so Heavensward event is like, what about the end of Realm Reborn? You were right fucking there. It happens again, you know? It's like, you're going on to the sequel, at least finish the first game. Alright, anyway. Do Coil. Like, I understand why Record Keeper does that. Blind protects us more, but we do need the poison for condition, so I'm going to attempt the blind once and then switch to the poison. Hey, nice. Now I won't land the poison, right? Hey, Marco. We're alright here. Just getting through the early fights before we move on to the ultimates. With old Easgebind. Which is always a mouthful to say. Speaking of mouthfuls, we are going to have one in a boss later tonight. If you check out my Twitter, I made a tweet about it of just like prepping for tonight's stream, and it's just like, how do you pronounce this guy's name? So that poison's not gonna hit, is it? God damn it. Well, good, it's wine. That's what I wanted. I mean, to be fair, I'm going to win without conditions, so... Yeah, there it is. Wow, blinding Easgebind really fucks him up, doesn't it? I'll make a note of that one, because I'm writing that one down. Hey, Omen King. Blind destroys this boss. Thief's Revenge is not long range. Thancred, there we go. Thancred had a bow on him, which allows it to be long range. Okay, so, up next, the Muscly Menace. I love people that come in and are like, why is the Onion Knight so bad? And that's his gimmick. Yes, specifically, you should get his Memory Crystal 3 and get him to 99 as soon as you can. Because, like, yeah, as people are saying, once he starts leveling past 93, he starts getting, like, 20 points in each stat a level. It's gross. Which is, of course, a reference to Final Fantasy III, where the Onion Knights were terrible unless you got them to max level. So, oh, he's great. Here, I'll show you real fast. Okay. Now, mind you, he also has a really goofy record dive. With no soul breaks, he's still pretty good, but you need to record dive him, which requires his motes. which the only way to get those are from moat dungeons. But, so normally he is really bad. He has only 3-star in each moveset. But you dive him down to here and he get 5-star support, 5-star combat, 5-star ninja and celerity, 5-star black mage, and 5-star white mage. And he pretty much just becomes really good. So let's compare real fast. Here's Ramza, who has been super dived as well, and I have mastered 3 soul breaks on. And then here's the Onion Knight. Now the thing about the Onion Knight is his stats will never be as good as a character specialized in something for that thing. But the thing is, like, look at that. Look at his attack, look at his magic, look at his mind. He can do a lot. He is very versatile. Until you start diving like a lot of your other people, he'll probably be your best character for those things. Not soul breaks with removed. One moment. But yeah, that said, he's still really nice. Yeah, I do have blowback. It saved me on Sephiroth. Anyway, let's hop back over to the event for the ultimate. It's Gygus. Gygus the Great. Which is a weird thing for an ultimate because Gygus is literally one of the biggest jokes in all of 14. This is a boss that has a mechanic of summoning ads about halfway through the fight. It's actually your, one of the first dungeon bosses and sort of an introduction to dungeon mechanics. You can ignore the ads on this boss entirely and just explode them. Thank you for the follow. So, yeah, a lot of the time he even dies before he gets a minion out. Sorry, there's a cat peeking out of the back room of my basement, just sort of staring at me. Hey, where are you going? I gotta go let this cat out real fast. I will be right back. Our cat is extremely timid, and he runs and hides whenever we have company. So, yeah, he was hiding in the back room. When did Ultimate start getting slight weakness? I think this is the first one. To be honest, this guy has, like, no health. Anywho. So, the biggest thing is that when he gets to half health, he will start to summon, and then once he's done summoning, he buffs himself. So you want to be able to dispel his Protect, actually going a full mage team. And also you want to lower his attack, because he does give himself a little bit of a boost. Land him with a fire attack, and lower his magic too, because this time they actually pack him with a quake spell. This is their full-on effort to try and make this boss threatening. Let's see how this goes down. Oh, that's the wrong one. Yes, Earth Resist. If you can't tell. So, Zell up top, buffing himself with a fire attack. Vaughn will be buffing himself with Steel Power, using Thieves' Revenge. Rasmo will be magic breaking, full breaking. Alphanod will be dispelling, buffing, and using our roaming warrior, which will of course be the good boy. And Selphie will be healing at the bottom. We'll see how this goes down. Oops. Almost forgot. Let's find a good boy. There he is. A really nice thing that we don't fully get in the these event videos, but you would playing through the story dungeons and everything, is each dungeon theme. So this is one of the themes. This is the Copper Bell theme, but I think it's used in other dungeons. Each dungeon theme has its own battle music. That is a variation on the dungeon theme. The Copper Bell one is actually pretty good. I like it a lot. Clearly this fight requires cloud USB. I made a statement on my last write-up thread on Reddit that I would probably never use the cloud USB in a video or a strategy, just because those are very specific strategies, with the qualifier of unless I was doing something extremely goofy that is replicatable. Well, the main reason for never using the cloud USB is they don't build fights around it. Like, it fucked up the meta, but they will, they don't build fights around it. Did I stream Torment Bahamut? No, that's actually going to be tomorrow. I'll be doing, Torment Bahamut, or as well as I can. I haven't even put parties together for that yet. But anywho, for now, Gaius. So the whole story behind the Gaius is that their whole race were sort of enslaved by the, you know, not them, by the Overdwellers, as they call them. Actually, Overdwellers is what the Kobolds call everyone else. I can't remember what the Gaius call people off the top of my head. I have a few tools that might make Bahamut easy, but who knows? So far, he's not hitting too hard. Damage seems alright. Alright, so he's going to start breaking the wall now. Okay. Yeah, we actually want to debuff him. Post haste. White magic is weird and fast. Go. Oh boy. What if we just killed him? Thank you for dual cast healing the two characters that can heal themselves. We should be good here. I was overthinking Gigas. We never took our turn, so we don't lose the instant cast. Good to know. Also, Kasumi, you're asking for no wall strategies for the FF7 Ultimate. You should check my YouTube channel, because I did one. I did no wall. I usually do everything before the apocalypse, no wall. Mind you, the Sid mission is going to be on the full stream. You can also just watch the Ultimate Double Plus if you don't feel like doing Sid mission. But Sid mission, I also use a few extra things. So if you want just like straight only a Medica that 7 fight, check out the Ultimate Double Plus video. Anyway, speaking of Ultimate Double Pluses, we're actually going to take a step aside for a moment. So let's wrap for a moment here. Somebody mentioned this accessory, so I'm going to take a look at this real fast. Huh. I'll take that. That's actually pretty alright. So. There's been a lot of talk about who to, you know, legend dive. And I put some thought into it. And I'm going to say that it wasn't too hard to figure out who I should do. Just, you know, the signs were kind of pointing me towards a direction. So, I'm going to do a legend dive. It's time to dive Rasmo. He is going to get extremely strong. Actually, let's do a thing real quick. Can I check it here? Cool. File, save as before. It's fine right there for now. Okay. Minor resist to paralyze, huh? Increased support damage. Even more health. Oh boy. We investing. Oh wow, was that more paralyzed resist? Wow. He never gonna get paralyzed. And then sadly, we are 7 motes off from the good shit. Anyway. Still. Alright, so that's an extra 45 attack. 35 attack. 35 defense. 30 resistance. And 800 health. He huge now. Yeah, more support damage, paralyze resist. The most important thing, though, so can that can go in either slot? Nice. That's cool. We got our first one. I take it the sub means reduced effect. I have no idea. Like, I really have no idea the difference between the main and sub slots. I don't think that's... Let's... I hate to make this go on a little longer, but... Config, info, external sites. No. Where would that be? Support? There? No. No, this is all wrong. Library. Help. Legend materia. Oh, that's for... Okay. That's also not the right thing. Oh. Heroes gain the effects from legend materia in both slots. However, replacing certain combinations of legend materia in the main and sub slots may cause the effect of the legend materia in the main slot to take priority over the one in the sub slot, in which case only the effect of the legend materia in the main slot will be active. The effects of record materia are generally unchanged, though certain combinations of record materia and legend materia may cause legend materia effects to take priority. So I think what this means is if you have two with a similar effect, the one in the main slot will go first. So if you have like two double cast materias, the legend materia in the main slot takes priority over the sub slot and the actual record materia. So I don't think there's any difference. I think it's just order of operations, in case you accidentally equip two of the same thing. That's a really weird mechanic. Anywho, we got one now, and it's cool, and it is my friend. Alright, so, okay, actually, hold up, one real thing. Really important. This Sid mission only requires 3 or more FF14 heroes. So you really only need 3 and whatever. So I'm actually going to be doing the Sid mission right here on video. The boss is Rhitahtyn, who is entirely poison based. Hey, remember that accessory we just got? Really good for this. Biggest things is damage output on this is pretty high. It does poison a lot, so you can regen your heroes to remove that poison, or just deal with it. And also, Ultimate Granite Rain pierces defenses, so keep that in mind. The boss does use both magic and physical attacks, so you need both. But also weak to fire, so utilize fire abilities. Did I put Rasmo in this party, even? Okay, good. And then, yes, okay. I see that little tuft. That boy. We got Alphanod with a Drain because the damage output is really high. He will just be using the Onion Knight Roaming Warrior and building off of that. Rasmo will be Magic Breaking and Full Breaking. Ida will be using a fire attack for our condition, and Vaughn will, of course, be doing that Thief Revenge with some very high stats. But there is something I want to do here. There, Ida. She is the lady of import. You know what? I'm gonna switch their things right here. Rasmo just got super buff. Yeah, that gives her a bit more of an attack boost, which I'm about to remove. In favor of putting I probably will put the legend materia on there. I'm just massively confused. Where's it at, game? Does it resist poison stat? But alright, poison resistance. Okay, yeah, there it is. I hit inflict. My mistake. Alright. Okay, yeah, no, that does make that extremely weird. What the fuck? Okay, sure. I must have misclicked. Oops. Anyway, that's fine. Oh, I really need to thin the herd on these roaming warriors. So the one thing that I learned from watching the preview video, or the video from the boy, the guy that I watch, Altair here, Adier, hits really hard, but that's why we have 3 people that can heal themselves. Yeah, at least the poison here doesn't stack. Whatever. Wait, what am I doing? Why don't I just make this a little bigger? There's been a lot of black space there lately. There we go. Whoops. I clicked the way wrong thing. There we go. Alright. Let's keep moving. Okay, here we are. So we want to get, obviously, all of our resistances and everything up as fast as possible. His Iatar here, as you can see, hits like a truck. Now, I did bring a dual cast Wrecking Materia on Ida, because I figured she can hit pretty hard. Let's see how hard she does actually hit. Apparently, without a synergy weapon, she doesn't hit nearly as hard as I'd expect her to. I think that's something to change. I would put a monk materia on her if I had to regroup. Rasmo doing wonders with his new legend materia. So that's the boss's counter. It can just do that. Alphanod, of course, always bringing it strong. Wow. The double casts also coming very strong tonight. Alright, so now it just has a passive heal. You can't actually get rid of that that regen. That's just there. You have to live with that. This is actually the mechanic from the fight in 14, where it would do this, and this was your sort of learning about herding bosses around. You know, don't let it stay in its stuff. Actually move it, idiot. A nice little bonus there. Gets rid of our poisons. Ooh, got that out just in time too. Yeah, I'm not a fan of physical piercing attacks for that exact reason. They can crit, which is extremely rude. Oh! Huh. Well, Protect is still up. Why did that happen? Maybe Steel Pat? No. I don't know. No, because Ultimate Granite Rain didn't do that much damage. He doesn't have high defenses, maybe. The instant cast drains for Alphanod are really saving his butt. But this is why self-healing is very good for this fight. I recommend it. Finally, the pool is gone. Just in time for the boss to die. Yeah, we could have lost another person. Okay. I'm gonna, maybe it does more damage if they're in the poison pool. Who knows? So, very, very quick, like, setting up something on the side. So, the Imperial Titan. The Imperial Titan, also known as
Rhitahtyn sa Starvina.
Welcome to Rogadine names. They're they're entirely too hard to pronounce. But yeah, it is Rhitahtyn. Hold up. So, big thing about this guy, entirely physical. No magic attacks. Gate of Tartarus will interrupt your actions. Wind of Tartarus is an AoE, and Shrapnel Shell is also AoE. He can sap you. Ultimate Drill Shot will lower somebody's defense. And Ultimate Shrapnel Shell will blind them. Yeah, that is the cool thing about Rogadine names, is that they are combinations of Latin words. If you type it into Google Translate, it actually auto-detects Latin. Yes, that is the other thing, is that he is 80% resistant to all, he only takes 80% damage from all elements, which means if you hit him with a single Imperil, he takes normal damage. 2 Imperils means he takes 20% damage. The biggest thing is, okay, here we go. 3 turns after he starts preparing to fire it, he unleashes Ultimate Magitech Missile, a ranged physical attack that deals damage to the whole party, removing their buffs. That's the big move. This is sort of to mimic AoE circles in 14. He announces attack, and if you don't use a move to take care of it, yeah, it is a regular dispel, but still, in a fight like this, losing your protect, your haste, that's still a bit much. That said, oh right, I need to do my roaming warrior stuff real quick. Rhitahtyn. I can't roll my R. I can't roll R's. Rhitahtyn. Okay, I'm actually ditching these invincible blades. If I need them again, I'll pick them up. I'll pick up new ones. But, like, I'm not using these at all. I'm not using Endo Chains at all. This is very specific. Okay, deployment tactics keeping, Philip. Keeping. Good boys. Willem. Goodbye. Scarface. So long. And here, Zidao. I don't even know what you were before. Ah, Koopa for Koopa nuts. Why'd you have to change? I'll keep that one. Good, good, good. Good, 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 good. I really don't use Guardian Mog at all. So you are allowed to experiment with this fight, but you need imperils for elemental damage. I mean, that's still alright. Your mileage will vary. You know, I had a bunch of Solution 9s in here. They're not anymore. Where have all the Solution 9s gone? I'll keep one of those in here just because they're not bad. Some of these are friends. I keep them followed just because, hey, maybe they'll come back someday. Like, where's he at? I think he's in here somewhere. Where's Loon? I mean, some of these are just, they're still good. They don't need to play. Okay. I wanted to stay followed to a couple of these, but apparently people had other thoughts in mind. So, friend code, websites, global friend codes. Are you kidding me? Welp, there's one. Oh, that's the wrong code. There we go. I might have to go check a different site. Okay, there's a couple here. I want to grab like 4 of these. Again, this is a really good break. It's upsetting that like people don't talk about this fucking break more. For an entirely physical fight, Solution 9 is super good. Unless you're running a magic team. That's capital J. Yeah, let's make it 5. Let's make it a nice round 5. You heard me. Yeah, Solution 9 stacks, which makes it extremely stupid. Anywho. This fight in Final Fantasy XIV is part of the trial known as Cape Westwind. Let's talk a bit about Cape Westwind while we set up. Cape Westwind was one of the easiest trials in the entirety of 14. You generally finished it in about a minute. It was supposed to be your intro to raiding. Not too hard, not too easy. I take back that second part. Well, that's what it was supposed to be. It was supposed to be not that easy. As a result, it was extremely easy. Let me put it this way. There was a step in the big overarching relic quest in the original Realm Reborn that required you to grind points. points, for lack of a better word. It was referred to as light, but let's call it points. Cape Westwind, being a very early trial, only gave you 1 point. Whereas things like Garuda Hard gave you 4, and if Garuda Hard was in favor, it gave you 8. The hardcore endgame players would grind Cape Westwind because they could finish it in 30 seconds. Okay, hold up. Okay, that's that music that's making that popping noise. You hear that? But yeah, Cape Westwind was incredibly easy and was pretty much a joke. And here it is as an Apocalypse Plus. Oh, right, you're good call. I don't have Rasma's Legend Materia. Good call. Yes, Edgar. The nice thing about when I'm using a roaming warrior for damage and buffs and stuff like that, I can utilize a character for just like one specific purpose, and it just so happens that Edgar fits that. Am I on Excalibur? I am. I'm pretty easy to find. I am WanderingNewbie on Excalibur. I have been very slow to leveling though. Oh, that's entirely the wrong holder image. There we go. No wonder that was a different resolution and everything, which just goes to show you that like how the resolution of this screen has changed. It used to be much bigger. Yeah, Yoshida. Yoshi P, as most people like to call him. Anyway, I didn't do an intro last time, so I'm going to do an intro for this one. Hold up, let me just get that name real quick again. Rhitahtyn. Rhitahtyn. So, the Apocalypse Plus this week is Rhitahtyn, who's Rogadine, and a very hard to pronounce name. For him, we are bringing a very special set of skills, mainly attack debuffing, because this boss is entirely physical. Vaughn is bringing Piercing Blow, which is a physical defense down. He does have Mug Bloodlust, but that's just for the beginning until he can build up to his break. Edgar has Drill to increase our defense a bit more, and he will be using our Roaming Warrior Solution 9, which will allow us to reduce the boss's attack even more. Just a sec. Ramza will be doing an attack boost. Tyro will be doing defense, and Arc will actually be a new addition to here instead of Yuna, first of all, and Word of Kindness to evade physical attacks to try and avoid that AoE Dispel the boss uses, since it is a physical based attack. Anywho, So yeah, this is the song that plays for Cape Westwind. And most Garlean fights, it's an extremely good song. It's called Steel Will, or something along those lines. But with all those nice buffs up, we're finally ready to get this going. We are also bringing Affliction Break this because the boss can stun, and we want to try and mitigate that stun as much as possible. Now this probably will be doing a bit. This is non-elemental. Nice. Let's get this good shit out. And who said supports can't do damage? Now, the biggest problem here is Vaughn may actually run out of abilities. That is a very real, very big concern for me. I thought Mug Bloodlust and Thief's Revenge would be sufficient. We'll see how long he holds out. Yeah, the new dancer abilities in Japan look disgusting, to say the least. Yep. The fast casts on Thief are really their biggest weakness. It's the weirdest thing. I think we're going to be good, though, in a moment here. I just need to wait for Solution 9 buff. Here it comes. That's the one that can blind. It didn't, but it could. Ah, come on. What was the point of Affliction Break? Alright, how does this work? Because again, I was watching a Japanese video, so I can't really tell what was happening. Okay, one. Uh-oh. Well then. I hope he doesn't die. Stay with me, Ark. Damn it. Well. Yeah, I should have defended. I didn't know he did that. Oh, he keeps going with it. Cool. That's rad. Yeah, maybe I just got diced real bad. We'll find out on this run. Yeah, and having my blink attached to a heal, we'll be able to bring everybody back up after that shit goes down. God, it's Steel Resolve. That's the name of the song. Steel Resolve is such a good song. There's a really good line of like, if you're about to join all the idiots that broke themselves against my shields. Oh, that's that fire attack. Which is, you know, that's on me. I was standing in the AoE. He hits like a truck though, doesn't he? Alright, one more AoE and Affliction Break will give me enough for another shout. Nice! Good job, Rasmo. Okay, cool. Well, hopefully this helps. And it's happening. Waving my hands in the air. It's happening. This time, Rasmo might go down. Safe. For now. And now we repeat this again, and we'll probably get destroyed. Oh! He's not doing it that way now. Since I will not have another cast. Fuck it. Just fucking go for it, team. Oh. Thank you for the host, Loon. You got here just in time. Oofa. Alright, well, after a bit of burning of stamina, we do have another version of that fight to go. So, the traditional burning of stamina now must occur. Today, the leveling party is these fine fellows and ladies. Oh wait, I can only do that in the fight, right? Correct. Yeah, the last time we get to see Orb Fest. Whoa. Mouse. Please stay responding correctly. Actually, let's do this the other way. I do it at times. Just lean back. Just hit Command A for a while. Yeah, that's a good note to make. That arc was not max level. More orbs. Final orbs. Final day of orb. Yeah, we're just running through orbs, unless you mean what is this game. This is a phone game, Final Fantasy Record Keeper. It's a very good game. Where you get to go through and... Oh, you mean the record materia. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. It lets you do some real good damage on people. Oh, that was your command 1. Oops. It lets you do some real good damage on people. There was a sentence forming there and it just really disappeared. If you don't plan on using a limit break on somebody, it's a way to do really good damage with them another way. I'm getting to the point where excuse me, sorry. I'm getting to the point where I would really like for 4-star orbs not to have a notification anymore. Like, I get them almost every fight doing orb dungeons now. Just let me skip it. I wasn't using the attack command with anybody. That's the main reason why. The record materia 4, I assume you mean. Rapid fire is the best skill in the game. Hands down. See that cactar? Gun. God, rapid fire is such a good skill. I'm like capturing 60 frames per second right now. It's really weird. The game did that thing where it launched in 60 frames for some reason. And it's just confusing. Alright, jumpstart. You know it, you love it. It's the jumpstart. What does he give? Spirit motes. Nice, good. So the same fight, whatever. Wisdom 4 stars is also really good. Alright, jumpstart. It's an attack-based fight. I bet you're really surprised that you are seeing Lion. Up here. She's back and she's ready to fight. Okay, so this will be pretty similar to the original version of this fight. I'm not changing up too much. We're just going to see a lot more breaks. And, you know, I'm just going to slide this little detail. I mean, why not? I might hold on. I might not use Chant, but I'm definitely using History's Truth. I mean, I would have, except I did the Legend Materia on stream. And I'm never using these parties again, so there's that. But yeah, pretty much from now on I'll put the I didn't know that would take the Legend Materia off. Like, Legend Materia is an entirely new concept to me. And as per an earlier question about, like, what are you doing for the Torment? I don't actually know yet. I haven't put the parties together. I do have an OSB for the Realm, so that might be doable. Did I save that? I don't know if I actually saved that picture. I did. Okay. So that might help. Because I know about the whole healing thing. There are other ways around that, though. So experimentation will take place, and learning, and science. And then when I finally have a conclusion to all that, I will come forward to you. I really liked the song Steel Resolve, if that wasn't apparent. Oh, we're still on speed 3. Oops. I cannot sing the acclaims of 14 soundtrack enough. Let's get that defense boost up. Let's get that up. Get that up. Give it time. Here we go, jump. Here we go. Fucking instant cast 1. Nailed it. Yes, I know Lion's BSB is instant cast. I was waiting for her to get the attack buff. Is why I was actually waiting. We are actually, believe it or not, still ramping a little bit. Oh, woo. It's all right. This is the fucked up thing about the Garleans, like just in general, really. A lot of them legit think that their quest is noble. They're just extremely misguided. Some of the higher ups in Garlemald are really like not terrible people. They're just really racist. There's one quest where this guy's like, yeah, he took me in, he gave me purpose in life. The Emperor of Garlemald, that is. Speaking of him. Not entirely avoiding Japanese Record Keeper spoilers. A lot of us know a lot of the new stuff coming down. Record Keeper spoilers, I don't mind. The only thing I'm really worried about right now is Final Fantasy XIV spoilers. More lion! Yeah, the new dances in, we talked about them briefly before, but holy crap, just, yeah, fucking stacking debuff dances. Thief's Revenge is still a move, to be honest. Uh-oh. Are you kidding me? Still baller, though. Finish him with the drill. Huh. Just in case. That guy still pumps out a lot of damage, even in the jump start. I had a lot of breakdowns on that guy, and he still kind of hit like a truck. Now, I usually don't do the ultimate level multiplayers on stream, but I thought it'd be fun. Hey, anybody want to just jump in? Really, just like fucking whatever, do these. I usually do these last minute anyway, so if anybody hasn't done these yet, you want to just jump in and do this shit. I'll bring a wall, though we really kind of don't need it. It's fun. What have I really like not played with a lot? I mean, they're not the higher level stuff. Just fuck it, let's go. There you go. I'll bring the buffs. Let's go physical. Or, you know, if you have magic buffs of your own, you can bring your own magic buffs. Boss isn't weak to anything, so. You have a shield, Minfilia. Ugh. Trying to get through anything on Tyro. Sort, category, physical. Yeah, mainly I just like, I had the thought today on my walk of like, man, I always do the multiplayer fight stuff at like the last minute on my own. Does the boss have status? I think he can interrupt, so Larsa BSB isn't a bad idea. This is Ifrit. This is the we're doing the non-ultimates. We're just doing a goof. So there's your code. I will put the code in the chat too. I think it's just fun to do this. Yeah, whatever, I'll just leave that up. Oh god, I haven't changed these stickers at all. I just do the in-battle ones. Hey, there's a full team. I'm gonna mark these names down. That way we can maybe get other people for the second one. I apparently lost my pen. I'll remember. Alright, well, ready when you guys are. Or, I guess I'll just do the, you know. Let's roll. And again, I kind of want to get different people in on the second one, so if you try and jump in, I might kick you. It's no offense, just cycling people. I really love this intro. It's really, it was like, God, what is it, like a year and a half ago was the first 14 event. It was really cool to just see them do like the whole Ifrit intro, but in this sprite form, like this. Oh man, I'm gonna see some bursts that I've never seen before. Holy crap, Yang. Calm down a bit. Oh man, we got Forbidden Chakra in here. I love Forbidden Chakra. It's such a good animation. Because it's just like, alright, we have to build a burst for Ida. How does a monk start fights in 14? Well, they charge up to 5 chakra and then they charge in and explode. Got it. What is the next event after this one? 10, I think. Quick, rush him down. We don't need to kill the nail. Just take him out. We got this. Multiplayer's alright. Yeah, Riku's USB is super gross. Which one does this give? This was Spirit Modes, alright. Yeah, Yang's Burst is great! Holy crap, just Raging Demon. Oh, it's so good. It's actually, yeah, it's really fucking good. Alright. Hard mode. Same code. For reference, if you're looking for putting a code in, before entering this screen, you hit Raid ID search right here, in case you've never done it before. Yeah, it's another thing that a lot of people remember is that Ida's burst applies full breakdown. It's super good for that. Alright, now unfortunately this is Ifrit EX, so we will actually have to acknowledge the nail. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe? Okay, anyway. Room's up. Hey, there he is. Hey, VP. Alright, we need one more. Holy crap, what is that? Omega Drive on Vayne? I love it. I love it. What a good character. Oh. Here you go, Manny. Oh, thank you, Kite, for putting the code in. This music has slowly driven me insane, because I have to host the rooms for our multiplayer videos, and I have to sit there listening to this. Just like, oh, you alright? Ready when you are. Oh, nice. Yeah, the audio balancing on this music is fucking terrible. I hate it. It pisses me off so much. Because I'm sitting in there and I'm like, okay, I have to audio balance everybody else in this call. And then this fucking music is just loud as all get out. Nice. I think I've seen the White Mage stuff. Do you post them on Reddit? I think I've actually seen those. I should watch those. Thank you for the follow. Alright, well, we got Last Stand. And an attack buff. I guess that's more important. Monk Vayne! I fucking love it! Holy shit! Holy crap, that USB looks so good! That's the best part about this. Open myself to a whole new world of, things. Alright, I think the nail's gonna spawn. Yep, there's the nail. How's this gonna turn out? How's this gonna work out for us? There's a lot of soul breaks charging. I think I'm just gonna... Just in case. Just in case. Alright, come on, jackpot. Jackpot, jackpot, jackpot. Yes! We got the jackpot! Good shit. Yeah, I'm going to be doing this every week from now on. This is fun. And way less annoying than having to just wait in a room for like half an hour for people to get in. Alright, let's look at some banners. How's about? Okay, first banner. Oofa. Welcome to the worst USB in the game. Grants major regen shield to all allies and removes casting delay for Y'shtola. That's it. It's a multi-blank with major regen and removes the delay for the caster. I want to remind you that Arc has an instant cast Medica with physical blank. Mind you, shield does work on both magic and physical. Yeah, as somebody in the chat said, I'd rather just cast Ethereal Pulse. It's very unfortunate. I think they were just really scared of giving Y'shtola like another fucking broken thing. So like they tried to rein it back, and they just pulled it back a bit too much, and effectively gave her the worst healer USB. Literally pick any healer USB and it's better than hers. It's upsetting, but to be honest, Y'shtola gets a lot of other good stuff, so not gonna rate the character. Calls to the Stars. We talked about this briefly in the video earlier, but it's an attack, magic, resistance, 30% buff, 30% buff with a haste daga. Fantastic. Yeah, really good. This pretty much like solidifies her as a very good support, extremely on tier with Ramza and everybody else that has their really broken bursts, like her breaks. Like her burst is really good, her super is really good, but this just sets her on par with everybody else. Magitech Repeater. So this is Sid. His burst. It is 7 hits and imperil Earth, all enemies. Command 1, you deal 1 hit, Earth, non-elemental, and get reload. Reload stacks to 3 times, and adds in effect to Split Shot. Split Shot is 4 hits. If the user has reload, chance to temporarily lower the target's Earth resistance a small amount and remove reload. Chance to lower resistance ranges from small to high depending on the reload buff. So pretty much you cast this, reload 3 times, then hit Split Shot. Yes, as V-Prisoner points out, This one's less about doing damage and more about stacking imperils. It is super good for an Earth team. Yes, this doesn't increase the number of hits on split shot, it just raises the chance of doing an imperil. Healer Circlet is Ishtola's Burst. Extremely good. Asylum is a Medica with a Stone Skin to the party to pick them up and keep them up. Tetragrammaton is instant heal one target. Medica is AoE heal. It's Medica. That's why it is the name Medica. But yes, Tetragrammaton is fantastic. Medica is great, and that entrance is really good. And it has sleep resist for all the other things that you might want. The only downside is it does come with Stone Skin, and with all the negative effects of Stone Skin, such as not building meter, not being able to break somebody out of Confuse or Sleep. You know, those little downsides, but that 30% shield is still really good. Kaiser Knuckles, Forbidden Chakra. We saw this in the multiplayer video. It is an 8-hit, full breakdown entrance. And then the effects are a little weird. The defend command is actually a defend. It gives you a Stone Skin. One moment. So it gives you a Stone Skin in Command 2. Command 1 deals 4 physical fire attacks, non-elemental, and raises your attack, and grants Grease Lightning, which reduces the delay of your actions. If you get hit, you lose Grease Lightning. Now, at 3 stacks of Grease Lightning, your cast time is about 10 or 20% of normal. Oh, Ida is fantastic. She's a monk with support 4. And she can use swords. Snap Punch is really good. I had a moment, because my ult has this burst, where somebody was almost fully charged their bar, and Ida had 3 stacks of Grease Lightning, and I hit Snap Punch, and she got it off before the other person. And they were like 3/4 of the way, full their cast bar. It reduces your casting time so much, it's ridiculous. Yes, the only issue is trying to keep her up with Snap Punch. That said, Snap Punch does really good damage even without the Grease Lightning. And at worst, it is a normal cast time. At worst. At worst, it's a normal 4-hit cast time. It just gets better as it goes on. And if you can recast the break before that Snap Punch falls off, she keeps that attack boost, so that's really nice. Full breakdown, that's the big important thing. Master of Mending. Moderate chance to cast Asuna when healing a single target ally. Highly situational. Like, it sounds good on paper. One moment. Like, this sounds really good on paper. The problem is, if you're trying to Asuna someone, you want it to hit no matter what. You don't want to have a chance. Yeah, and as V-Prisoner points out, her 35% chance to dual cast, which is, I think, her Legend Materia 2, way better than this one. So, that's the unfortunate thing. You're way better off with her Dive Materia than you are this one. This one works better for, like, I don't know, somebody's poisoned or somebody, like, something that you wouldn't care to Asuna anyway, because if you want to Asuna something, you want it to hit. You don't want it to have a % chance. That's the problem with this. Now, that said, who walks before? Increase the duration of stat buffs generated by the user a small amount. Applies to most stat buffs and their effects. It's a 20% boost to all stats casted. by Minfilia. This includes roaming warriors. This is extremely good. Fantastic. Especially with that USB that she just got. Especially with, what's it called? It's not Echo. The Last Stand one. I can't recall what it's called off the top of my head. But that one works really well with this. The Garland Goggles is Rapid Shot. Fire non-elemental. 7 targets. Imperil Fire. So, Sid gets an Imperil Earth and Imperil Fire. Blessing of Light. Thank you. Really good. In addition to any team, he can't maximize it, but again, he is a support. He is meant to make your other team do more damage. There it is, Blessing of Light. 50% attack up and last stand. This is really good. Also, gives you a holy resistance on the shield. Can you have a party that is all different Sids? Yes. You can do Sid 4, Sid 14, Sid 7, Sid 13, which is Sid Reigns, and Sid Tactics, which is Orlando. You can have 5 Sids. Omni Rod is Ethereal Pulse. Protect Shell, Major Regen. Great for the start of a fight. Great later in the fight. This is good. It's not a Medica, but it allows you to not have to worry about bringing, Protect and Shell and everybody else. It's Wall. It's Wall. So, extremely good. A workhorse. Pretty great. Thank you for the follow. Zerandel. Good support. Pretty good. Actually, really good. But, synergizes better with her other breaks. You need some of her breaks. Or she casts the Roaming Warrior. Pretty much. It does affect Roaming Warrior casts. Really, actually, kind of mediocre. Great. Good. Let me rephrase that. Great. Great. Very supporty, but great. Extremely fucking good. She has 2 other good breaks on this banner. Again, this is so mediocre. Like, Regen Shield, when you compare to Wall. Oh, right. Asylum is on this. Literally anything else that you could pull for her is better than that. It's so bad. Well, no, actually, I take that back because this exists. But no, nonetheless, this is a really good banner. All the bursts are fantastic. One of the USBs is stupendous. The other one, not so much. One of the legend materials are good. The other one, not so much. The supers are all pretty great. And the unique is fantastic. If you're not drowning in 14 gear or don't have any dupes on this banner, definitely pull on it. If you have the Mithril to spare. Now. So this is something I really like. For some characters, their burst weapon. Here we go. The burst weapon was the Zodiac weapon. And then their USB is the Zodiac Ultra. Or Zodiac Zeta. It's really good. Like, these are actually different weapons. They're not just making shit up. These are actually different weapons in 14. Anyway. USB. Aside from synergy bonus, deal 8 Earth Fire attacks in fire and remove the delay for 3 monks abilities and give you a 3-hit physical blink. Yes. Yes. Very good. Synergizes with a lot of her stuff really well. This is really... It's not going to help your group so keep that in mind. But it's gonna let Ida do way more damage. Way more damage. Yeah, partner up with Sid, who's already doing it in peril, and like he hits both of her things. So yeah, it's just gonna make her do way more damage. This is a great USB. Overstrike, the Lilith Rod Zeta, which is Flareja, an ability that doesn't exist. But it is a fire non-elemental, more damage, more fire abilities used. It's a standard OSB for a mage, but it's also a mage OSB, so that means it's still pretty great because it does more damage, generally. Also, it comes with Mind, if you need some Mind. Also, Papalymo's great. Papalymo's such a good boy. The Magitech Daggers, which gives Fang of the Serpent, instantly deal 8 physical poison attacks to one target and enable all allies to avoid 1 physical attack. And enter burst mode. Command 1 is Hornet Sting. Deal 2 physical poison attacks and also grant Hornet Sting. Hornet Sting stacks up to 4 times. Each stack raises the level of Unending Assault. Unending Assault. Deal 4 to 8 poison attacks to one target and remove Hornet Sting. Number of attacks, damage dealt, and crit hit chance is based on Hornet Sting stacks. So Thancred joins the ranks of really good poison bursts. And this also doesn't end poison, and as ViewPersoner points out, Thancred can't use Life Saving or Wrath. That said, this isn't bad. This isn't bad at all, and it actually gives Thancred some real versatility and some real fucking damage. I'd have to bet that at 4 stacks, Unending Assault has almost 100% chance to crit hit. The damage dealt is probably huge, and the number of hits is stupid. The unfortunate thing is that you can't boost this damage at all because the only poison in peril is on Edgar. So unless you're lucky and you pulled the chainsaw, well, uh-oh. Still, a really good break, and again, gives Thancred some versatility. Oh hey, the normal Lilith Rod with Endochain Fire. So this is 8 hits, intro, and fire. This is your standard mage thing. Flare conversion is your stitch in time, defense down, magic up. And Astral Fire is number of hits increases based on magic. Just a really good mage burst. It does damage. Yeah, I really have nothing else to say about that. That is an extremely solid mage burst. Oh, speaking of which, the Sasuke Blades. 4 ranged fire hits and lower their fire resistance. Command 1 is... so this is another interesting mechanic on a Thancred burst. Command 1 is Duality, which is 3 physical fire hits. Command 2 is Shade Shift, which is 2 physical fire hits and grant Mirror Image. Now this isn't Physical Blink, this is Mirror Image. This is an entirely different stat. It works like Physical Blink, but it's called Mirror Image. If he has Mirror Image, Duality deals 6 hits instead. So, against the Mage Boss, this is extremely good. He has a great fire user with this burst. Legend Materia for Papalymo. Just starting fired. Which, like, yes. Also, he's a black mage, so extremely, yes. Very good. Extremely good. Famed Fighter. Small chance to gain a barrier that negates damage, Stone Skin, when using a monk ability. I wonder what that synergizes with in any fucking way. Also, extremely fucking good. The Wizard Gloves, which is Ley Lines. It is a magic plus 30%, haste Aga, and reduced casting time for 3 turns. Really, really good. A great way to start a fight and keep a fight going later on. Whereas most, haste Agas have something that just is a good buff, like regen or something like that. This actually makes you, this is even good later on, where normally you just recast a haste Aga to keep the buff going. Ley Lines will actually increase your DPS temporarily. So, fantastic. Yeah, how will Ida generate? Barf, she's stone-skinned all day. Grease lightning. I'm not going to try and pronounce that, but the temple armor. True Demolition. Deal 4 physical earth fire to all targets and lower their defense resistance a large amount and raise the user's attack a moderate amount, that's 30%, and defense 30% as well. Wow, this is really good and will really help in AoE fights and even single target fights, to be honest. This really solidifies Ida as a way to just tear apart bosses. And the buff to herself will keep that damage coming. Endochain Blizzaja. 5 ice hits and in ice. This is actually his weakest break, to be honest. It doesn't synergize too well with his skill set because the only thing that really synergizes with is Chain Blizzaja. And really just like his other supers better. That said, this is still pretty good. This synergizes into itself really well, and Chain Blizzaja is still not that bad. It's just like your other slot isn't going to synergize with this at all. But yeah, as Father Wolf says, in ice does work, and it will make subsequent casts of this break really nice. Also, in ice is very rare. I think there's only like 3 or 4 people that have it. Healer Robe is a Medica with Asuna. Very nice. Very, very good. It can help you really recover from a fight. Say everybody gets paralyzed. Bam, that's gone. Everybody gets confused. Bam, that's gone. Everybody's blinded. Gone. For free. Everybody's silenced. Well, okay, that's a problem for Y'shtola. But that's why you put it on Silence Resist. And that's it. This is easily a stronger banner than the first. Both the Legend Materia are great. All of the bursts do a lot of work. The USBs, or the 6 stars I should say, are both really, really good. The supers is very good. Pretty good. Yeah, still does a lot of work. Less good than the other one, but still does a lot of work. Still does a ton of work. And Healer Robe is a good workhorse of a Medica. Yeah, pull on Banner 1 if you want Y'shtola but don't want that USB. And pull on Banner 2 if you want anything else. Hey, maybe you'll land some Thancred stuff, but to be honest, for a shit of a character as Thancred is, both personality-wise and other things, he'll do damage. Come on, big money, big money, big money, big money. Damn. You know, I still don't have a 6-star warrior sword for 10. It's fucked up. Well, that was a very full stream. I'm gonna do my thank yous and stuff right now, because we actually did. Oh, I never did social media. I'm an idiot. And yet still I hit 40 people. I think this is one of the biggest Record Keeper streams I've had. So thank you everyone for stopping by. But specifically, let me thank those follows. Let's see. Thank you, Andy Bond, Marco Booby, Sidious, and Zerelder. Thank you for those follows. I know, sometimes I do sell myself short. I will say again, subscriber stuff is set up for the stream, and pretty soon we'll be having a emote. I just submitted that today. See if I can't do a preview of it. Do I have it saved on this computer? Give me a second. I do want to preview this. Nope, that's not it. Thank you for the follow, though. Okay, I gotta open up a different window real fast. Let's get the good resolution of this. So this is gonna be a little blurry, like just a little bit, but that's because I'm saving it through a browser. The actual version of this is like high quality and won't be quite as blurry. But yeah, so for those of you who didn't know me before I streamed, I like Punch-Out. I actually got a little bit of notoriety playing Punch-Out, so and I wanted something because I say destroyed so much, so yeah, there you go. That's what the emote is going to be. Whoop, there you go. That is, of course, the big version. What it actually will look like is something along these lines. Because, you know, emote resolution. But yeah, so that exists. Oh, wow, I'm actually still recording. Let me do my final outro. Yeah, 10 is next. So that was the FF14 event. That Apocalypse Plus actually hit a bit harder than I was expecting, but everything else is pretty feasible. Next time, we get Final Fantasy X, and that's going to come along with a couple broken things, so I'll see you then.